Hi everybody, Chris here. Thanks for joining me today. So I'm actually filming this intro as the last thing I'm doing, so you'll see me actually give all the usual stuff later on in the next clip. I just wanted to let you all know. So I have this double box unboxing for you. Now I went in ahead, just an FYI of a couple things. First off, although I don't like saying parental advisory or anything, but, you know, I'm not usually someone who in general swears a lot in real life, but I was kind of just flummoxed, quite frankly, near the end of the video in a clip I added on, at stuff. So this is a warning for a number of things. Warning, warning, warning. This is a rant video. This is me off the rails video. This is me complaining video. Am I over the top about this? I'm sure, yes, I am. But this is my feelings as in real time of the canvases that I have. Does it really matter? No. But, you know, it's just how I was feeling. And so, throughout the whole video, but precisely my warning is more of the, couple profanities. Should that bother anybody, or should a kid be watching with you? Again, usually I'm not a swearer at all, except when I write, in social media, but not in real life usually, and certainly not in my videos. So just to put that out there, that's number one. Number two is, like I said, I'm adding a video clip of my progress, that is, to show you. So that's after the unboxings, so stay tuned. And I'm also going to add a picture of something that I was talking about later on as well that you'll see in there. So just stay tuned for all that stuff. I hope you enjoyed this very long video that is just, even for Chris, too much. But you know what? I'm not going to redo it. I'm just going to let it be. And if you don't want to watch it, if you want to skip through, that's okay. I understand. But it's just a lot. So enjoy. And by the way, I do actually show you at the end too. I am getting, or I got another Becca Tindol that will be unboxed soon. And we'll see if I feel the same way about that one. Who knows? Yeah, so see you next time. And, well, not see you next time. You gotta watch the video, right? So thanks for listening to my little opening here. And I hope you, like I said, enjoy the video. And have a great day, everybody. Stay tuned for all the clips ahead. Bye, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, friends. Chris here. Thank you so much for being here today. If this is your first time here, welcome. I hope if you enjoy it here and if you enjoy the content and my other videos, if you could do those YouTube-y things, like, subscribe, share, comment, etc., it would be very much appreciated. And to my dear friends and returning True Blues, thanks so much for your continued love, support, kindness, and friendship. It means the world to me. So, I am here today to show you two Diamond Art Club kits. I know, it's a shocker, right? If you know me, I don't usually unbox two premium kits together. It's like a no-no for me. I don't get to buy them all that often. So when I do, I like to spread it out, share the love on itself, and spread out the content of the channel. But, I decided to show these today because they're very similar. They're both like fantasy types. They're both landscape. They're both colorful. So I figured, you know what? Let me break that little rule of mine and show you the both of them. And let me tell you, we have things to talk about. I have looked at these previously to get a little ready for the video. Chris has things to say. So fasten your seatbelts. We're in for a bumpy night, as Margot Channing would say, especially about the one. So, get ready for it. That's the second one. So, what do I have today for you to show you? We have Second Dream by Andy Russell, which is around and it is I round up, so I say 74 by 56. And The Crystal Realm by Becca Tindol, which is a 57 by 74, also round. So let's go into the Andy Russell first. So I love Andy Russell stuff. I am not a landscape person. As you know, I'm a portrait person generally. Then I'll kind of fall into things like usually flowers and hearts and just kind of miscellaneous. Occasionally I'll do animals, usually like cats. And landscapes are usually not my thing. However, there is a caveat with that. I do like landscapes that are kind of more fantasy or colorful or weird. Not your pastoral landscapes, I should say. I'm fine with a landscape, not with a green meadow or, sorry, don't come at me, Chuck Pinson people, but I'm not a Chuck Pinson person. His stuff is beautiful. I get it, yes. Not for me to diamond paint, though. Those browns and greens and maroons and deep purples and those kind of colors that come in traditional pastoral kind of landscapes, regular landscape, no. And maybe if it was a colorful one, like one of those Mediterranean ones, that's different. But even with that, as pretty as they are, I want to save my landscapes for something crazy, or something unique. I have a few landscapes that are not necessarily fantasy, but just beautiful, or different, that kind of stuff. Anyways, point being, these are my kind of landscapes. So, what do we have here? Let's look at the toolkit super quickly. It comes in this cute little bag that says toolkit, and it gives you the contents right in front on it. You get your little pen here, which again I've never used to this day. I don't know if this is the clear wax putty pen. I have no idea. You'll figure it out. We have some baggies. These trays. I love these trays. It has the top. Oh, this doesn't want to come off now. I love the top. I love the stopper. Here we have some of that extra wax putty, whatever it is. It looks clear. They also are nice enough to give you a regular wax and a 7-placer, my favorite. So happy about that. So that is what is in our toolkit. We don't need to go through another one when we go into the second one. So I'm just going to throw those over there. All right, so what is in here? Then we get our little thank you for your purchase. So I really love this. How genius is this? I mean, do any of us stop to look and appreciate how they made this cute little envelope, and they found a way to put the closing being a diamond? I mean, come on now. Let's clap it up for that alone. So inside we have tips and tricks stuff, QR codes, step-by-step instructions, kit contents, all that good stuff. We also have a card. I'm so happy we got a card. I probably have a million. No, I don't have a million of these bronze. What am I talking about? I don't have tons of cards, but most of them I have are the bronze, which is a bronze, and it's one of those little trading card thingies. I don't know if it's me, but do you find these are kind of really darkly printed? I kind of find they're a little dark. I mean, I like them and they're pretty, and I'm going to collect them for sure, but I kind of wish they would print them a little lighter. Is it just me? I don't know. Let me put you there. Then we get our little sticker sheet. So we get a nice big picture right here. Again, you can have the start and end date and our symbols. So this kit has 53 colors. It has oh, okay, it's over there. I think there's just ABs, so I'm gonna have to wait to see it till we bust into this. I think there's 5 ABs. I don't think there's any of those failure dusts, which is a good thing, and we will be talking about in a minute later. I love this box, by the way, too. Don't change these boxes. They are absolutely fabulous to get them back inside the bigger box. Love that. So we have our protective cover here. That goes off. we have our drills, and we have our canvas. So let's just look at our canvas. So what I didn't notice, and you'll see again when I open the next one, is that these, just a completely random thing here, but if you didn't know, I guess I should talk about that first before I go into some weird tangent, right? So this cover sheet, by the way, this clear cover sheet, which is nice thick paper, clear sheet, it is perforated so you can tear it back like that, see, to make little squares. And to make it easier so you know where to tear, they have these little printed dashes on there. So this is a dash in like light gray. Well, when I open the other one, which I could save to say it then, but why? It's just on my mind right now. They also printed it in, I think it was a pink color or a purple color. I don't remember. And I'm like, I didn't know they printed them in all these different colors. I just thought it would have been one color. But no, apparently not. They printed them in different colors. So here we have it. The Andy Russell. Here are our drills in here. I'm not going to take out and show them to you all, but I will take out the specials. Now, in the other one, I did pre-cut them out already. And if I was in my right mind, which, when am I ever in that right mind, right? I would have done these too, but I'm just going to do them now. So, if you just bear with me a minute, I would give you a topic to discuss, but I can't think of one. I'll try to be super fast with getting these out. But I will talk about Andy Russell for a minute while I'm looking. So I am a huge fan of Andy Russell stuff. I have actually 2 other kits from him. However, they are not from Diamond Art Club. They are from, I think the company was Mystical Diamond Art. It's kind of been so long. But they were a company that did diamond paintings. They no longer exist. And they produced a number of his works. But I had 2 of them. I bought 2 of them. And I actually did complete one. I will try to remember at the end of the video here to put a little, just a quick video of showing you what it looks like. The finished one I did. It's really pretty, and because I zhuzhed that one up myself, because they didn't come with any sort of specials in that, and this is the kind of painting that really, begs for the special drills, or his kind of artwork. And see, it's always the last one. It is always the last one where it can't. Oh no, nope, that was me. Were you, or was anybody saying, you have the 5, you have the 5? What are you doing? So, anyway, as I was saying, so his artwork is really cool, and it's the kind that, being fantasy like this and all this colorful stuff, it really begs for these special drills. And they didn't come with it, so I zhuzhed it up myself. And it's really beautiful, and it was super heavy confetti though. And so I have another one, I haven't done it yet. And I actually have 2 other paintings from Mystical Diamond Art, but they were Gloria West, and same thing, very heavy confetti in them. And they're more indigenous type paintings. So, here we have it. Like I said, 53 colors, all beautiful colors. As you can see. Here we go. Beautiful colors, with the dark colors, the blues and the greens and purples, yellows, pinks, gorgeous. I'll show you a better view of the canvas. Let me just show you these specials. So we have this red 107 AB. This yellow 129. 122, like a kind of a seafoamy green. 120, this kind of raspberry blue. And 141, the classic white AB. So here we have it. We have gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We have this fantasy looking house here. The trees over here. They kind of these swirly bot things. Sort of flowers down here. Is this sort of like kind of a meadowy thing over there? I just want to see from the box because yes, I was going to say a stream. Yes, that is a stream. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to sound like an idiot because I'm right up close to it, so it's a little more and it's a smaller painting and I'm close to it, so I didn't want to it's a little bit more fuzzy when you're that close. So this is kind of like a meadowy sort of hill, and down here we have like water going through here, like a little lake, and we have trees and flowers over here and more trees up there. Beautiful. And the sky here. Again, what makes this special are the beautiful colored trees, the sky, and the flowers are just, again, unique. I really love them. So let's take a closer look at the canvas. And, you know, by the way, as I was saying with the Mystical Diamond Art one, which, again, it's really beautiful, but with confetti, it's kind of like, also, with the landscape of it all, I'm kind of probably the only place I would buy a landscape from is Diamond Art Club. Truth be told, you know, as much as I love other companies, I've seen great stuff from other companies, whether they be bigger companies or more boutique shops. I can't handle all that confetti and a lot, especially, like I said, if there's a lot of greens and browns in it or something, which I wouldn't usually do anyways. But even with fantasy stuff, I'm not sure if I would be able to get a landscape from them, because landscapes tend to be so confetti heavy, and it's just no. But I could deal with Diamond Art Club's confetti though the best for some reason. I don't know why. Just a rando thought in my head that popped in. So now I'm gonna actually have the same complaints that I'm having with this that I will have with the other one, although the other one is much more egregious. It is the special drills of it all. We have this, again, the realm of possibilities, and this is what they give you. No. No, no, no. No. Here's the thing. Well, yeah, I'm trying to think, because I have other thoughts in the other one, but, so, let's look where they go, alright? Let's just look where they go. We have, actually, I want to see something else first, too. Do I have to complain about that as well? Yes, I kind of think I do. Alright. Well, you'll be hearing that, too. I didn't realize that. What is this? Yep. Alright. We'll get to that after this. 107 is this red one, right? So this number 1. And we're going to get a little bit through here on the top of the house, the roof, over here and into here, and on the frame of the door right there, and on the frame of the house right there, and a little bit there. I didn't check anywhere else. Yeah, that's the only place that one is. Oh, no, excuse me. You get 2 of them right over there. That's that's where they go. Those two right there, and just a little bit here. Okay. Now we go to the green, which is the number 3. Where could that be? I did look through these to find them. Now, again, there's not many here. So you see them right here on kind of the green mound over there. And there's a little bit there. And I dare say that's probably it. Excuse me. I've been talking a while and my throat is already scratchy and getting sore. And I have to go through this whole video. Oh. And I didn't bring any water with me. So it looks like that's probably the only area this little green is. Right there. Alright. Then this yellow one, which is number 4. Okay. So that we have down in here in the lake area. And there we have some in this little swirl flower over here. Just the one. Oh no, just the 2. And then these other ones have some other yellow color. Again, down a line to the lake. So that's okay. I don't have any problem with them down in here in the lake. That's a good amount. That's nice. We have some in this. Can you see? Hand. We have some lines up in here on kind of the edges of these bushes. No, none in the tree. None in the sky. We have a couple lines up in the tree over there. And over here. That I'm not hating the amount there. Could it be more? Yes, we'll get into that though. Then we have the blue, which is number 2. Here, right here. That is lines in the house over here. So there's 3 different blues. The outer blue is a dark blue, and then there's a medium blue, and then there's a light blue. The lightest blue is, which is kind of the innermost blue, and that's where those blue ABs go. Again, around the windows here, around there. So I'm good with that in the house. There's some in these flowers over here. Again, some down in here too. Some down in here. There's some in the edges of the lake over here. A little bit here. Not there. A little bit here. A little bit here. We do have some in these blue flowers as well. Down here, again, the lighter areas down up in here. In the middle over here, in this kind of swirly celestial stuff going in the top, which it really, to me, makes the painting, is the stuff going on in the sky. So in the middle there. A couple, throughout there on the tree and around in there. So with that blue, I'm good with that blue. And then the white. White AB. And that will be number 5. And that's going to be, she just still can't see. On the edges of some of these flowers. It's also mixed with a couple of different colors that resemble that white. So it's, but that'll be there. All of this down in here. The whole lake will be AB. Well, that is number 5. That's why I have so many. Again, on the edges of these swirly flowers here. All of that in there in the house. You have some in these parts of the tree. Just a few of them there. Okay. So that's where those... Again, I'm fine with that. Now, could there be more? Yes. That's my point, is that this is fine. I'm fine with actually the red. Here, well, here's the thing. The red is fine. I'm not complaining about the red. You know, they have the blue and the white on here. So that's plenty of ABs in the house. I'm not saying there should be more there. You know, but, and there's a lake too. There's plenty, with all that big amount in the lake, that's good. And even in these kind of swirl flowers over here, you know, we have 2 different colors. Well, actually 3 different colors. Although I do think there could be a little more. But like I said, the possibilities, there were more areas. Why would they put this other yellow in there? They could have made all of that yellow, which I'm probably going to wind up doing, giving that that yellow AB. You know, they could have, you put another green or use the same green somewhere in there, down in here. You know, again, you don't need to overwhelm it, but there's plenty of areas that just have lines in there. In the light, basically, that's shining through the windows, you know, there could have been orange and yellow ABs. There are a lot there already, but still, the windows are generally a place where in paintings they put ABs to show light coming through. Again, there could have been much more on this mound. The only place it was on the right and the bottom. There could have been a teal AB going through here, or they could have put the white on top at least. The same thing with this. Even though the inside is the AB, they could have used another AB blue for the outside. Again, these are meant to be special and pop. You know, the blue, that same kind of darker blue right in here and here. Not to mention these little dots all over in the background. Most of those are not AB. Most of those are just regular colors. Like a majority of them. Maybe a couple of them are the AB. Like I said, the 2 red ones, and I don't think any more. Maybe a couple white ones. And the trees. Again, we could have put a couple green ABs throughout the tree. Or, you know, you have a coral and some orange down there. You know. You have a couple purple. You could have put a purples. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, we have some purples down in here. So, for this canvas itself, I'm not upset about the amount of ABs. I don't think they necessarily shorted you, because there's plenty of natural areas where it would go. And they did it. I just think they could have gone a whole lot more. I'm never content with what they do, because I'm an always more person, add more. But I think there's obvious areas where they could have added more and didn't. Now, I'm just going to go back to it myself. Now, like as I said, what they did is fine. But the other thing that bothers me is the background. It is not black. Black is what makes things pop. It's the darkest color, obviously. It's the shiniest color. You'd think they put the sky as black, but they did not. The sky is mostly this dash color, which is 939. Now, it'll be perfectly fine. I'm not going to change it. And there are other colors in the background too, not black. There is black in this painting, but not in here. It's just some lines down in the flowers over here and up throughout the tree. But I really wish the background would have been black, and then you could use this other colors, 939, and then go, you know, until they took out one of the colors. Just my opinion. So, I'm not disappointed in this kit at all. I love it. I think it's going to turn out fabulous. I will be adding stuff to it, though, because it could be even better. That's not unusual, and I probably wouldn't come across as judgy as I am if it weren't for the second kit, which we'll get to now. Oh, Did I show? Well, I'll show you up close. Just I don't know if I remember if I did, but we could look at it up close so you could see it. You know, again, like most diamond art clubs, there are areas of confetti and areas of color blocking. Obviously, in the flower and bush areas, the trees, is where more of the confetti goes, and lots of color blocking in the background. This is a really beautiful piece. Oh, I didn't tell you the background behind this, which I meant to do that too. If I did, I'm sorry, but I don't think I did tell you. So, what had happened was, and why I got these were both on my wish list for a long time. I do have a wish list. You could check it out actually below to see what I'm interested in. I actually have it linked. I'm just going to put this over here while I open the other one. So, now this had gone out of stock for a while, I believe, and that had been the other one, the Angie Russell, had kind of come in and out of stock a number of times, but it's been in stock for a while now. But as far as other stuff on my wish list, there's stuff that I like that I probably will never buy myself, but I just like it and I want to keep track of it. You know, it's just how it goes. And we have our toolkit here. I do have the card, but I'll show you the card real quick. Here we go. Excuse me. And I actually want to show you the inside here. So this one has 68 colors with 1, 2, 3 ABs, 1, 2 crystals, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 failure dust. So, the Angie Russell had been in stock for a while. But there wasn't another painting that I had in my wish list that was in stock that I was like, okay, I'm going to get. Or I need, you know. It's kind of like, well, if I don't have them, or if I don't ever get them, I could live without it, you know. So I was waiting for something, a couple of them that are kind of on my, I really, really want, and I'm willing to pay for, to come back in stock. And that's what happened with this one. It came back in stock like a week or so before the anniversary sale, of course. What better time, just coming from somebody like me who has to watch what I buy, that right before the anniversary thing would sale and kind of 50 painting drop with one that I really want come back in stock, and me wind up buying two because, you know, free shipping and all that kind of stuff. So that's how it works. So this came back in stock. It's one that I super wanted, and that's why I got them. So I was really happy about that, and I found like a 20% quote off code. I don't know. I just type in Diamond Art Club discount code, and it usually brings you to these sites. They say they work. Most of them never work. So I try them, and I tried a bunch of them. Didn't work. Just happened to come this code. I don't remember what it was, where it was from, or what the point of the code was. But it worked, so hey, I got 20% off instead of the usual like 10 or 15 wherever you can find other codes from. So that's always nice. So that is why I got these two right before the anniversary sale and drop. So like I was saying, you could see the dotted things for the perforation. That's like a raspberry color. Interesting. I've seen the black, the gray, the red, and raspberry. Who knows? Do they have other colors as well? So here we have this one, another Becca Tindol. It's called the Crystal Realm. Again, it's a round. It's just fabulous. And so again, we have the same sort of thing. This kind of celestial swirly sky up in here in all these different colors. The black back or the dark background, the starry things with the little dots all over, which I love. We have an alien ship either delivering or dropping diamonds down onto this planet. And here we have this kind of like purple planet surface down here with a whole bunch of crystals and like maybe a geode or something over there. And here we have this like rock formation and this like porthole into a land with a waterfall and some grass and a rainbow over here. I mean, how fabulous is this? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'll show you up close. Let's might as well get that over with right now so we could see. There's our little land. Our spaceship. And our colorful celestials going on up top. Alright, so let's move it this way. Here are our colors. A lot of dark colors, and we have lots of, again, all the colors. Pinks, purples, greens, reds, blues. Now with this one, excuse me, sorry. I did take the specials out already. That should be it. Nope. So here we have them. We have this AB 891. Yes, 891. It's AB 906. AB 606. There's Crystal L307. Crystal L3843. The Fairy Dust 741. 907. 307. 3766. And the one with the most, 3865. So, let me put this over here. First complaint, as I was saying in the Andy Russell one, background, not black. Now, that's a minor complaint. It's going to look perfectly fabulous. It's not a big deal. But it's just, for me, it's like, why wouldn't you use black? It's a background, it's space. Black sparkles the most. Why are you using another color? This one is mostly 3771. Again, going to be very close. As a matter of fact, this painting is no black. Not one black drill in this painting. That's in space. That's black. Okay, moving on. We'll go to... It is a fantasy, colorful painting. And while we can see, they give us all these different colors, they didn't give us very many now, did they? So, let's look out for the easiest one, I guess. The Fairy Dust, the yellow one, right? So, that is going to be 307. Actually, there's two. Oh no, that's a... Excuse me, sorry. That's the crystal. But this is the Fairy Dust. There's also a crystal that's yellow. So this is like a triangle on the side. So where do we find that? There's literally two here, three here, three here, two here. That right there. And two there. 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 Now they're gonna make me look bad because looking at this closer, for the yellows, that's it. It's down here. So basically, actually, okay. I'll get smacked on this one, smacked, as well as the orange one, which 741. No, not that one. This is the crystal one. 307, which is the bow tie, and those are down in here. Nope, can't see them. Down here and in here. And there's a in the rainbow going across, and over here, and the sky. The yellow in here as well. So I admit, for those, I jumped the gun on those. Those were in the areas that it's in there. They used all the spaces. However, I will say that does not mean my criticism. It goes unwarranted with these crappy failure dusts, which literally, for me to see anything on them, I have to be no more than like 6 inches away from my head. Once you get that farther than that, it's just a regular drill. I'm sorry. Oh, I know we all have opinions, and I know these are the greatest new fad, and everybody loves them so much, and they're so pretty. Yes, they're so pretty if you look at them like this. When they're on a painting, when they're far away, anywhere's away from your head, if you can still see them, you must have the best vision. You have super vision. You have alien vision. If you can look at these, if you can look at these white ones, which again, not only does it have to be 6 inches, these white ones have to be literally 4 inches from my face to see any sparkle or glitter on those. If you could see them in the painting when you're working on it, or when you have it, I don't know, a couple feet away from you, like it's supposed to be enjoyed, not just when you're working on it, well, good for you again. Alien vision, I give it up to you. Me, no. So that's where my biggest thing was with all these failure dusts in here. There was the amount thing, which I will get to with the other colors, but those so far are okay. Excuse me. As far as colors go. So let's go for the two reds. We have 606 and the AB 819. Alright, so they're both ABs actually. So I'm just going to put those over there. I don't have to point them out differently. So those will be the arrow up and like circle with the dash through it. So we'll have some circles there, some there, some there, some in here. The arrow up along the rainbow line. Oh, there are those arrows up down in here, 4 of them. No, there are some up in here too, about 8 of them. About 4 of them there. About 6 of them as well in that other area. About 8 of them here. The arrows up over here, and then the circles up on there. Again, same over here a little bit. Again, a little bit throughout here with the circles. So that's where my complaint now enters in with the amounts. We have different colors here. There's no reason we have to have all these different colors here, actually. And if we do, make those special. So we have, we also have other colors that are reds or oranges that are not ABs. They're just regular colors. And not everything has to be fully AB. I understand that. But the thing is, I think if you're doing something like crystals, meaning actual crystal thing here, I don't know. I think you should add more ABs in there. If you're doing the swirly thing up here, I think you should add more. This doesn't have to be in the land, but come on now. Like, you know, it just, I'm just kind of just disappointed in that way. So let's go to the blues now. We have a crystal blue and a fairy dust blue. And that's an equal and a plus sign. So, a couple of the failure dust in here. Down there. A couple of the blue AB in here. The blue AB is up in here. The blue failure dust in here a little bit, and that's light blue area over there and over there, and as well as over here. And that's probably it. I don't see any of those crystals anywhere else. Oh, there are a couple. There's some down in here as well. But again, there could have been more of those blues. Look at all those blue colors in here. Those could have been ABs or crystals or even the fairy dust. You know, in there. So these will be changed. I will be changing a lot in this. The orange one, which is the heart. We have, like, again, 4 of those there. Whereas, look at, you have these E's over here, N's over here. You could have made all of those. That they didn't. 3 orange over in here. When again, you could have made more up in there. Again, we have the orange going across for the rainbow there, which is good. I have a couple of them there. And a couple of them throughout the crystal here. A couple of them on top over in here. And our 2 greens. Fairy dust, that's the open square, and the other green is the going down arrow or upside down arrow. So the AB green goes in here. It goes swooshing through quite a bit in there in the green, which is good. And then the lighter color is the fairy dust blue, green that goes in there. So I kind of like how they did that. We have a few of the green ABs in here, a couple of them in here, and as well as the failure dust, and the dust here, the green AB here. Nope, not there. A couple of the dust in here. But again, they could have made all those green ones that, you know, it's the same old thing. Again, they could have made all these, which are E's and P's. They could have made those all that color. A's, they could have made, you know, that color. The fairy dust, a lot, that big green chunk, at least here, is that. So, and then the most egregious, probably one of all, is this one. Back to the white fairy dust, which should have been AB. It's like, can you really see anything on that? How far close do you gotta get to see it? And anywhere as you see the dot. So all of that over there, surrounding on the diamonds, you know, all that on here. Again, making the diamonds out over there, over here, here. The star, a diamond on there, star, and of course all this light, the beaming up, and the surrounding on there. So that's where those go, as well as the background dots there. Not using a single one of those. That'll all be white AB. And I'll probably wind up adding AB somewhere else, a number of places. I'll use whatever they give you. I'll use some extra crystals. This will be much, much better. And I love this piece. And I know it sounds like I'm ragging on it. And I know that big part of the whole diamond painting experience for some of us is zhuzhing up the paintings. I do it all the time. And I'm usually not critical of it. Because I know that they're there for a certain reason, and they think just to give it a little extra, and I get that. But like I said, in some pieces I think it's made for more. I mean, there are pieces I've seen that like almost a whole background is AB, and it's like, you don't need to do that. Like, this is not necessary. And I don't mind it, but it's like, why were you willing to put a large chunk of a background, I mean, usually a white sky or something, in an AB or a fairy dust or whatever, and yet other places that's obvious you're not going to do it. It's just, it makes no sense to me. This is the kind of kit, like I said before I shut up and leave you all, that the more is the better. It should be all over. Why isn't there the blue and the purple and a special drill on the rainbow? Excuse me. Why aren't we seeing throughout the planet down here, this pink color could have been an AB or a fairy dust or a crystal or this dark blue or this here. I mean, not everything has to be, because then it would be just too much and it would look weird. But you choose areas that, and objects that'll make it look correct. Again, like I said, the crystals and these pyramid crystals and stuff, they're meant to be super shiny. So not every single color in here has to be. But if you have a couple of oranges, if you have a couple of blues, combine them, make them one color, and make them a special. Or use 2 different color specials in there. You don't have to make the dark color and the light color and you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I know I'm just rambling on at this point, but it really, like, because I love this painting so much, I love that Angie Russell so much, that the fact that they kind of missed the mark, I think, with charting the specials, really just got me on this one. So, or these 2. So, I'll definitely be changing them. There are things I can change easily, so that's a good thing. If it was hard to do, then I'd be super disappointed. And I'm surely not using any of those crappy failure dusts in this. Those are gone out of here. Not opening any of them. You will find crystals and more ABs on here to make this super beautiful and special. Again, you have the beautiful, like, Aurora Borealis or whatever's going on up here, and to barely put very much in here, especially places like the blues, no purples at all. Come on, guys, really? So, anyways, rant over with. I hope you enjoyed this and didn't find my complaining too much. Meaning, I complained a lot, but as too much as me, shut up, Chris. But I usually don't complain. I'm usually a pretty agreeable person when it comes to stuff. The only thing I always say is that drives me crazy is extra colors on computer generated kits. That's really the only thing that ever bothers me. Everything else I can go with the flow with, but this just got me today. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the unboxing, even though I complained a lot. Maybe you found it funny, because I tried to make it at least entertaining by complaining about it. Alright, enough talking, guys. I gotta go, my throat hurts, and I want to go diamond paint, actually. So, until next time, please come back. I hope this didn't drive you away. I love you all. Thank you so much for your kindness and wonderfulness, and I'll link these below, or at least link the company below. I still love them, so no worries about that. I can't wait till my other Becca Tindol comes, which I got for the anniversary sale, but it has not even shipped yet. I'm worried, but that's all right. You know, try to be patient. Usually they ship them out real quick, but lots of people must have bought, right? All right, we're at 52 minutes. I should go for real. So thanks guys for watching. Sorry for this long ass video. Love you all. Till next time, please everybody be safe, be happy, stay safe, stay happy. Bye guys. I'm back. Just when you thought the video was over, it's not. I have an update. So, I've been working on this painting. I usually don't do that right after I unbox a, kind of a premium kit. I'm not someone who tends to start it right away. But I found out about a Becca Tindol event, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to do it. It's a 2-month event. I have, can do a row every week and go do the event. So I decided, sure, okay, let's do it. And what's cool is I'm working in my craft room, which ironically is not really my craft room. It's more of a storage room, because I work in my kitchen. I'm painting here in my kitchen, but because I have 2 other canvases going in my kitchen, I didn't want to flood it with another one. So, and I have a whole bunch of, drills and stuff just strewn about old on this desk, and it's just easier just doing it here at night. Which brings me to my rant continuing. So I'm doing this at night when it's dark out. I don't have an overhead, like, ceiling light or any kind of really good lighting. I do have a lamp on my desk, one of those movable ones. So that's where you're seeing light now, actually. But I didn't really, it's not great, and I'm not using a light pad, and I started over here. And so my first thought of when I was starting is, I got to get all the drills, the ABs, and the rhinestones out I want to use, go through them, and then I started dime painting, and I was dime painting here, and I was doing this. So I was focusing more all on this color, what I have to do, where I have to go, all that kind of stuff, right? I really wasn't focusing on the background. I just took no notice of it at all. So I did this after 2 days. So the 3rd day, I'm over here. It's basically, this area is all the 3rd day. And this is just a little bit of color in there. And so I'm dime painting. I'm listening to something. I'm not paying any mind because, again, it's late. I'm just doing it before bedtime. I just wanted to get it in. And I knew it was color blocking, so it'd go fast. So, I was just... And then I was realizing, wait a minute. This isn't blue. When I did the unboxing, I believe I mentioned that, like the Andy Russell, it's not a black background, which I thought it would be. But I think on the Andy Russell, I'd have to check. It probably is blue, although I'm going to have to go back and look now. This is not. It's brown. It's like, what the fuck? Why is the background brown? And not only is it brown background, you get brown accents. Look at, right here. You see the little white dot in the middle that I changed out for an AB, by the way. But you have gray, and then you have a light brown, and a medium brown, a darker brown, and the darkest brown. What the fuck is that? I don't understand. Why is there brown in this painting? Why is this all brown? I'm stunned. It should be black or dark blue. Again, I don't think I addressed this earlier. I'm going to have to go back in the video where I did the unboxing and see what I said. But I don't think I did, because I was like literally like shook when I seen this. The only advantage it has is that, if you want to call it advantage, that Diamond Art Club's drills are so sparkly that it's going to look beautiful, and with all the colors going to be, I know all this, and I know it's going to look great, but to me, it's like when something I'm super excited about at 100, and then you throw this kind of into the rent, the monkey into the rent, all that kind of stuff, it's like, now I'm like really disappointed. I just honestly I am. And again, I talked about replacing it with drills, and I didn't do it. And I really kind of almost regret it. I didn't even look through my saved drills that I have, because a lot of times if you do stuff with black kits, you actually wind up with, sometimes, quite a lot of times I've wound up with extra full bags of black. And so I probably have them in my drawer where I could have just replaced this with black. And I'm not going to do that now, obviously, but damn, brown? I don't understand this at all. It's just... I don't know what to say. Now, guys, here. Preview. This came... I love it. This is my kit from the anniversary sale. If there's a brown background in here, really, I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of just stunned at this point. I know it sounds so extra and over the top, but I just, I'm disappointed in it. Anyways, what can you do? It is what it is. It's just I'm painting. And it's just something I gotta live with, right? So I'm gonna go continue on with it. Again, like I said, I know it's gonna look beautiful. You'll see a post review on this. But I'm just really sad at that turn of event that they did this, adding all these brown colors in here. That's so unneeded and so bizarre, unnecessary. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Now is the real end of the video. Until next time, please everybody be safe, be happy, stay happy. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'll put that picture in front of it. Anyways, never mind. Just thinking to myself out loud. All right, guys. See, this has me so disheveled. I don't know what to do. Okay. See you later, guys. Sorry for the super long video. And love you guys. Love you all. Bye, guys.